is going to be here. So say we wanted to take the fourth derivative. Well, this is going to be the second derivative of the second derivative. So let me write it this way. So it's the second derivative of the second derivative. We know the second derivative from what we just did is negative 9 times f of x. Now, negative 9 factors out of differentiating. So we have negative 9 times the second derivative. Okay, this notation, as you may know, just represents the second derivative, as does this double prime. They mean the same thing. So what we get is negative 9 times the second derivative of f of x, which we know, we just got, is going to be negative 9 times f of x again. Okay, so this is negative 9 squared times f of x. So even powers, even derivatives of f give factors of negative 9. So for instance, if you repeat the same thing, the sixth derivative, I should include the variable here, is going to be negative 9 to the power of 3 times f of x. So if we take the sixth derivative, 6 over 2 is 3. It's going to be negative 9 to the power of 3 times f of x. So what does that mean? We need the 52nd derivative. So the 52nd derivative of x will be negative 9 to the power of 52 over 2, which is going to be 26 times f of x. Okay, so let's see what we get here. We can simplify this a little bit. So f to the power of 52, evaluated at x, is negative 9 to the power of 26. If you look at the answer choices, if you happen to see the test, all the answer choices are powers of 3. So we can write this as a power of 3. First of all, a negative number to an even power makes that number positive, so we can get rid of the negative. And now we're going to write this as 9 is 3 squared to the power of 26 times f of x. Okay, and now from our exponent rules, we know that we should multiply 2 by 26 to get the exponent above the 3 there. So this is 52 times f of x. And then finally, we can evaluate our function at the given point. This is 3 to the power of 52 times f of pi over 18, which ends up being 3 to the power of 52 times sine of pi over 18 times cos of 2 times that angle, which is pi over 9, plus cos of pi over 18 times sine of 2 times that angle, which again is pi over 9. Okay, these pi over 18 and pi over 9 aren't sort of typical values that you plug into sine and cos, but if you plug all of this into your calculator, what you see is that it actually comes out to be a half. So you get 3 to the power of 52 times 1/2, and that is the solution and answer to question number 16. So again, it involves finding a pattern in the derivative and being very careful when you're taking the product. So when you're doing one of these questions, make sure you take some care. You should at most have to take the derivative maybe 3 or 4 times to notice the pattern. So if you're going further than that, you've probably made a mistake. So that's just a word of warning.